Plumbum. Hey Plumbums.
Plumbum.
This is how we make a character. We start with this blob of flesh, give it some ears and a nose, and make a little cutout. Whoa, okay. This is how a lead and paper animator get a creator. I always start with the audio, but that's boring, so this is how I make a character. Each character is built with multiple layers roughly distributed like this. Then there are components that house multiple frames separate from the main timeline, and each of these components are also made up of separate layers. And you can go deeper still, so deep that you may never come back.
Oh, please!
What does all this mean? I hear your mum ask. Well, it means we can switch between different frames of a pre-drawn anything, whilst maintaining the position, rotation and size of that thing. These are called symbols in Adobe Animate, and it might seem trivial to explain all this, but 90% of my animations are composed of these components. I'm not kidding around. This ain't your pretty preschool pencil pony picture project. This is MoonQuest.
Wait, SpongeBob! We're not cavemen! We have technology!
However, not all scenes are created equal.
I don't think you should be this close to a rocket that's about to take off.
I think we'll be fine.
The interior shot of Honeydew entering the rocket presents a particular problem for this method of animation. The character begins with his upper body being closer to the camera and then finishes in a new pose with his feet being closest. Using this character rig, we would have to make the layers jump over and under each other, and it would look like this because the assets aren't designed to be assembled this way. It would be messier than... well, messier than that. One moment, hold on. Parts of this are made by symbols, but basically I've animated in the good old-fashioned way. Taking time, line by line, planned and hand-drawn frame by frame in the same technique to tweak this physique. I needed to cough through that whole sentence.
One at a time. This film is developed and returned to the animator, who checks to see how good it is.
Let me take you back to a time when I didn't know what the heck I was doing, apart from balloons.
Doing balloons.
Doing balloons.
Doing balloons. Doing balloons.
Like you do.
Just say 8 cuts a day. That's doing the balloons. I had to go down and walk 5 miles in the pouring rain with no shoes on, and I couldn't even do a balloon. So,
These definitely have their charm, although animation is a strong word. It's more like a hairball I coughed out on top of some funny audio.
What are you saying? What are you saying?
In my first animation, Lewis is drawn entirely on one layer with no symbols and is just a solid splatter of vector paths and happy vibes. But like the man himself, he has evolved over the years. This is evolution.
Hey, I'm a pain. I do have a sapphire.
This is not pleasant at all.
This is not right!
Apart from some new shoes, nothing's changed since doing balloons, but the next iteration smartened up with spiky hair, a prominent stubble, and colourful accents on his attire.
Oh, look at that.
what?
You've still got a long way to go.
Cut this shit.
And now, things start to get real slick once we strike oil toil. The design is locked in, but the style gets refined. Eyes bulging, Lewis gets more cheeky, his stubs become actual hands and feet, and these outlines are now in colour. More handsome, but more prone to a temper tantrum.
Scoop it up with your f***ing hands and just bring it back. Bring me back a few handfuls of oil. I'll put it up my arse, and then we'll go into space. I don't fucking know. What are we doing?
You've improved.
To transform Oil Toil Lewis into MoonQuest Lewis, there are 3 main things we need to bridge the gap.
1.
A brighter colour palette. Oil Toil brought coloured outlines to the characters, but the mouth lagged behind on this upgrade. So let's add that and a little extra mustachio to the upper lip.
2.
More realistic features. A neck, ears, a nose, and bigger, cuter, more adaptable eyes. I set up the eyes in a way that means I can change their shape at any point to suit the emotion. But because symbols overlay normal drawn vector paths, the eyes must be in a separate layer to the head. However, the pupils need to stay under the eyelids, so now they need an extra layer to separate... You know?
3.
Symbols, symbols, symbols. Symbols everywhere.
Even greater glory awaits you ahead.
Although the normal drawings are more flexible, they can also act rather strange sometimes.
Perfect!
So for the right moments, you'll maintain stability and save time by drawing parts once and locking them in as symbols.
What's this? Oh, a minute bigger!
And voila!
MoonQuestification
Completed!
Oh, yeah. Oh, mwah.
I'd say we've come quite a long way. So I wonder, using what we've learnt, how much further can we push this? Whoops.
If you were our friend, how would you keep us entertained?
Oh, I know.
Very nice. I like it.
Well, anyway, so this is our current understanding of evolution. Unfortunately, that missing specimen is likely never to be uncovered. Wait. Okay. Why won't you die?
To this other machine, which programs the next phase of the show. Now, while this is happening, the first machine will rewind itself.
The weird thing about this video is that the most intricate and interesting character is this one. It sounds like I'm referring to myself in real life. I mean this puppet. I've never used this method before, it's really good fun. I really like it. Maybe I'll make a breakdown of the breakdown. And then that'll be even more intricate and interesting, and I'll make a breakdown of the breakdown of the breakdown. And then I'll just constantly have content forever, just breaking everything down until it's all gone. I'll make a poll on my Patreon, you guys can decide. That's all from me. Thanks for watching, Plum Bums. See ya.
Ha! I like you.